using targeted marketing is easy for a label because, like I said earlier, you are the target market, so you know where those people go. It's tougher for an artist because you're severely limiting where the artist, you know, when you're talking to an artist and saying, well, we're going to market this to 50,000 people. They go, well, wait a minute. In the United States, like a few hundred million people now, 300 million people. You go, yes, but we don't have an advertising budget for that. Basically, we need to find out, you got surfers love you. So we're going to heavily go after publications and websites and that specifically go after that. Man, they make some of the best, surf, skate, snowboard movie. I mean, the movies all the time. They love music. You don't get paid much for that if you get paid at all. But hey, when if I as a record label can get your music into a snowboarding film, oh my God, and they love it. These kids are going to be your loyal fans, and when you start touring all over the country, these kids are going to remember you from that flick, and they're going to think you kicked butt, man. They're going to love you. They're going to go, you snowboard, you know how to do that. I do that too. So it's an identity thing. And I think that's really what you have to do. You have to go after your audience. Beyond selling CDs, there's a lot of things you can do with your music beyond the live performance. I'm not big on ringtones because I'm one of those guys that thinks, I don't know. I just don't like I don't want to go into it. I just don't like I don't want to buy ringtones. I did buy one ringtone, I have to admit, the Ramones. I had to have it. But other than that, I think that's a great market for people if they're interested in that. I just like to focus on bigger things. Other markets that you can go into, placement in films, big. I was a film student in college, so I love that concept. And I think that there is a convergence of the arts. Video games, oh man, that's so big right now. And of course, EA has it all locked up. Electronic Arts, Steve Snurr at EA has it all locked up. But if it wasn't for video games, my kid wouldn't be a Ramones fan. I tried to get him to listen to the Ramones when he was, probably from the minute he was born. And he wouldn't listen, but he was playing Tony Hawk, and suddenly he goes, Dad, I gotta have this music. And I'm like, you idiot, I've been playing that for you since you were born. So it was wonderful. Tony Hawk got my kid into the Ramones. That's cool. So I'm way about getting your music into anything that is a part of the culture because it's all converging, man. More kids today, young males, hear more music in video games than they do from any other medium. I don't think that's true for females yet, but young guys like, say, 12 to 25 years old, more music, not that they hear more new music, but they hear the I like games. So when I'm playing a game, I hear the same song 100 times in a week sometimes. So more music than anywhere else, video games. There's a huge market. And if working with artists, I would love, from a label standpoint, a management standpoint, film, video games, some TV shows, if you can stand the embarrassment of having your song being one of those schmaltzy love songs, that's cool, man. I don't mind that. If that will help an artist's career, I'm okay with that. If that's what an artist does, that's cool. I never worked with an artist who particularly wrote those kinds of songs, but it's cool for those that do. I think those are called ancillary markets, and I think it's a great thing. People ought to not undersell touring, though. That's where you got to do it. You got to connect with that audience. You got to play live. And if you don't make money at it at first, don't worry, nobody does. Just minimize your losing money. That's what you have to do.